live news and current affairs live from the ZNBC Kitwe studios. Let's continue with the program. Nkana and Mukuba secondary schools in Kitwe have won 1,000 kwacha each in a United States funded school budgeting debate competition aimed at inculcating the culture of participatory budgeting, democracy and civic education. And this is our feature story. Take a look.
The toilet's more clean because when you go into the toilet, it's very dirty, the walls are very labeled.
Pupils supported the ideas on how to develop their respective schools. Under a project called My School, My Vote, Moses Mwansa is rolling out a campaign to help inculcate participatory budgeting, democratic tenets, and civic education among pupils in Kitwe using a digital application. He got this idea of school participatory budgeting after attending a tech camp organized by the U.S. State Department in Ghana in May 2016, which focused on civic engagement and elections. Moses later worked with a Czech Republic organization called Democracy 2.1 or D21, which trained him how to use digital tools to enhance public participation among learners. With the help of D21, Moses put up a proposal for the My School, My Vote project, which was approved by the American government, and he has since been funded to the tune of $3,000.
This one is a participatory budgeting project, which helps students to learn how to make decisions on their own before they grow up. They learn how to budget, they learn how to pitch, come up with an idea which turns into a project. Then they also learn how to campaign, public speaking. They go to their friends to say, can you vote for this, my project, which is going to improve Mukuba Secondary School, for instance.
Currently, Moses is running a campaign where pupils choose challenges they are going through at Nkana and Mukuba Secondary Schools. Once these challenges are identified, the pupils come up with a budget for sorting them out. 7 ideas underwent public debate at Nkana, while Mukuba had 10 ideas which were hotly debated.
Most of the work done on the computer lab needs the mouse. For example, we need to edit, maybe if I've made a mistake, or even saving the work on the computer. And not all the pupils here at Mukuba have the resources to buy a mouse for themselves when it comes to writing computer studies practical. So if we use the 1,000 and buy 40 mouses, the price of mouses will be 1,000 kwacha.
So the project that we suggested, or what we'd enjoy the most, is the giving of awards. Okay, our school is facing problem of the performance rate is going down, and as a class we have noticed that the reason it's going down is that we lack motivation. So if the award system was reintroduced, we would have that motivation.
After a week of campaign, the 7 ideas were put to a vote. The 2 schools on separate dates went to a vote. Long queues characterize the voting period as pupils experience the democracy they learn about in civic education. At Mukuba Secondary School, the idea to buy mouses for computer to equip the media center won, and the winning team walked away with 1,000 kwacha for implementation. And at Nkana Secondary School, an all-girls team which proposed buying chemicals and other necessities for the laboratory won the elections.
So we came up with this project to benefit Nkana Secondary School because we saw that every time we are doing the experiments, we used to do it, the 4 of us. So me, Jennifer, and Matilda, we came up with this project so that we can interact with the substances and the chemicals directly. That's what we came up with.
School authorities at the 2 participating schools are happy that the My School, My Vote project is helping the pupils practice what they learn in civic education, commerce, and accounts.
This project, it is going to help us, not only us, starting from the government. The government cannot do things on its own. It depends on donors. So it's a community partnership with the donors and the government of Zambia. So we are so grateful. Whatever we're going to receive, it won't be small. It will take a long, long way to improve in our learner performance on the Copper Belt and Nkana Secondary School in particular. Thank you very much.
This kind of project, though it looks very, very simple, is actually a prerequisite for the children's beginnings of research. Instead of waiting for research to be done to start at college level, university, they are already having the rudiments of research at this early period of time. And then it also gives them some rudiments of entrepreneurship. So for me, it's very, very welcome.
This is phase 1 of the My School, My Vote project. With further funding and working on digital tools, Mwansa hopes to roll out this project to the rest of the schools on the Copper Belt and possibly reach other provinces. With this early training of pupils to experience democracy and take part in decision making, the future for Zambia's democracy looks bright.
Shalala, ZMPC News in Kitwe.